Grand rising, everybody. Hey guys, what's up? It's your favorite girl here, Vex21, and we're back at it with another video here on my health channel. I know I've been gone, but like, shh, okay, we're coming back. We're having to come back because I'm like, okay, and the face is getting clear, baby. The dark marks are going away. Shout out to vitamin C from the Inky list, period. So today I decided to make you guys a alkaline vegan meal that is very affordable. It's going to be a breakfast. There's no other way to kind of classify it, but it's kind of like the vegans take on an omelet or like scrambled eggs, kind of something like that. So you're either gonna need a whole onion or half of an onion. I ended up getting about a half. I got about a half of an onion here. I already chopped it up and diced it up. And then I have a red bell pepper. Now you could do red, green, yellow, whatever bell pepper that you prefer. But for me, like, I'm making kind of a smaller batch, and I also want to keep it affordable for you guys. The last ingredient besides water is that you're gonna need is garbanzo bean flour, or better known as chickpea flour. So they're exactly the same exact thing. You know, I mean, if you need to make your own, you can get chickpeas, dehydrate them, put them in a food processor, blend it up, you have chickpea flours. It just kind of depends on what you want to do and what your take on it is. I forgot to tell y'all. And you guys are gonna need some oil. So if you guys want to keep this alkaline, then I suggest that you guys get grapeseed oil, okay? And I also suggest that you guys just cook with grapeseed oil. That is the only oil that can tolerate high bits of heat. Nothing else can tolerate high heat like grapeseed oil, and it won't turn to mucus in your tummy. So if you guys are having digestive issues or digestive problems, definitely grapeseed oil is gonna help you. That's what I had to do. We're gonna go ahead and get started. The first thing that I suggest, okay, I highly suggest, because I messed up not doing this, but I suggest that you guys get a non-stick skillet. This is a copper pot here, but you need something that's extremely non-stick because the chickpea will stick. I hate to break it to you, it'll stick. I tried to do it 3 different ways in a regular skillet. It does not work unless you do that. What I'm going to do, and I'm gonna heat up some oil. I'm gonna clean it out though again, because I'm just very particular like that. And then we're gonna get started. Okay, so the first step is going ahead and getting a container of some sort. Doesn't have to be one like this. It could be anything, but you're gonna add some garbanzo bean flour. So you're gonna do an equal parts measurement and amount for everything you do. So for this garbanzo bean flour, I'm gonna do 1 cup, which is going to equate 1 cup of water. Okay, so this is 1 cup of garbanzo bean flour. I'm gonna just throw it in there, and now I'm gonna go ahead and get 1 cup of water. Okay, and then now I'm gonna pour the 1 cup of water in. I'm gonna mix this, but not yet. We're gonna come over here, turn on our pot, a medium high. I'm gonna add about 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil in my pan, and I'm gonna put the vegetables in. So now I'm gonna add the onion and the bell pepper in. And now that this is kind of going, you're gonna ever so often stir it up, and then just leave that going. With the chickpea scramble, you wanna go ahead and just whisk it together. You don't want any lumps, bumps, or anything in this. While I am stirring this, I'm gonna go ahead and start to add in my seasoning, which I'm gonna add black pepper. Quite a bit, because Alden likes a lot, so about 2 tablespoons of black pepper. You could add less if you don't like pepper that much. I'm gonna go ahead and add some garlic salt, a little bit of Mrs. Dash, a little bit of nutritional yeast. I don't know if you guys know about this. And we're just gonna stir this in here. Again, occasionally I am moving my veggies to make sure that they're not burning. As you can see, this is all smooth. There's no lumps, there's no nothing. Okay, so now we're gonna head over to the veggies. So now that I see my veggies have kind of cooked quite a bit, they cooked down, I'm gonna flatten out the veggies kind of all over the pan to make it look like that, okay? That is a key trick, so do not forget that step. Now I'm gonna take that chickpea scramble and literally just pour it over, but I'm gonna turn my heat down to a medium heat. And we're gonna try and make sure that it's an even cover over everything. And as you can see, it's simmering. The whole goal of this is you want it to kind of be cooked on the bottom portion, okay? And that's why you have to kind of turn it down, because you don't want it to burn. You might even have to do it on a lower setting and not a medium. I'm noticing mine's cooking quite fast, so it kind of has to be on a medium. Okay, so now that you can see, it is getting cooked. So what I'm gonna do is flip it as best as I can. You might not be able to flip it all entirely together, but it's okay because it's going to be scrambled anyway. But you just want to get the underside cooking. So now I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat up to a medium now that the underside has cooked. If you guys want to trick your kids, you guys could add some turmeric to that mix, and then just go ahead and add some black salt even. Black salt helps the flavoring of things taste more like egg. I don't use black salt, but you can. And I don't feel the need for turmeric because it's not that big of a deal, but again, to each their own. You want to trick your family? There you go. You guys could add whatever you like in here. You guys could add mushroom. You could add jalapeno if you want. But I definitely recommend the onion and the bell pepper for sure. But again, however you like your omelet is however you're gonna cook this. Okay, now this is starting to really cook. So I'm just gonna kind of flip it a bit. The whole point is you don't want it mushy. So it needs to be a little hard. Y'all got me, y'all got me. I like to clean my pan while I'm cooking because it helps the flow of everything, so throw it over. I'm gonna add a little bit more oil to this just to help it fry a little bit more. Not that much. That was like a teaspoon of oil. But it's definitely gonna help the mixture cook a little better. Let's go ahead and just add a tablespoon. And again, we're just gonna let this cook. You don't really have to do much to it besides let it cook. All right, here we are. It has crisped up quite a bit. Not quite, not too much. But I'm gonna let it crisp up just a little more because that's how I like mine. To each their own. I mean, you could take it out now. I just don't like mine too mushy. So I'm gonna keep it on for a little longer. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and plate and serve. So here you guys have it, scrambled egg, quote unquote, or better known as chickpea scramble. I hope you guys enjoy.